The scourge of all games you will play in this. High level heavy gunners with armor. That's why the health bar is orange. Or yellow, depends how you want to look at it. And some of them will go down fairly quickly. Others, not so much. Like you, no matter what you do, it'll go down, just not very quickly. But there is a way to make everything here die quicker. By simply doing that. Oh no, these level 190s have all of a sudden become the weakest thing on the face of the planet, to the point of you don't even need to empty whole magazines into them anymore, they just all run away and die. That also, for the record, works on these guys wonderfully. If they would shut up for long enough for this to actually work, you know what? We're going to do this a little bit quicker. I did lower the level for these so they actually go out quicker, because I didn't expect the singing to be coming from them. Yep, now you all go away. It shouldn't be that easy to take out that level sentient. Especially with its damage resistance. Well, the way that this works, and it's probably a giveaway in the title, to be fair, is Frost's Avalanche has the ability to strip armor. It starts at, I do believe it's about 40% of enemies' armors can be stripped away using Avalanche, even though it doesn't actually say it there. Oh no, armor reduction, 60%. So it's at 60%, but once you get over a certain, 139% armor reduction with Frost. There is a lot of different reasons I tend to use Frost. This is the oldest and one that I've never kind of mentioned before, because like a lot of people, I've been waiting for them to take this off him for years, and I've never really wanted to mention it because, well, what is it they call it? The armor strip Frost? Probably. But the main reason I'm kind of doing this is the amount of people I have seen turning around and saying you need to have at least 250% power strength to be able to get the armor reduction over 100%. That's 111%. Shall we see what mods I am using here, shall we? That would be Intensify, and I don't even want that in there, so do this instead using nothing more than the base power mods. That would be Power Drift, Augur Secrets, and a lot of people disagree with that one and turn around and say that's better. Yes, but you kind of want, duration doesn't really matter that much, but that can be a lot harder to get than Augur Secrets, but I'm going for the minimum kind of ability strength you need, and Intensifying. We will come back out and go back to abilities, and there you go, 101% armor reduction. Oh look, armor strip. Now you'll notice yeah, they are still around and they still have all of their armor. Now how you build Frost will completely depend upon a lot of other things, like how long do you want Snow Globe, how much armor do you want Snow Globe to have, because that thing runs on armor. But that's the best part. Oh, you over there, you're what? 25 meters away, which is obviously out of where the standard range is. Well, sucks to be you now, doesn't it? Everybody, death for everyone. And then you just come in with whatever weapon you want to use. I'm using the nuke auger as it arcs between enemies, meaning I don't have to shoot every single one of you. Level 190s, everybody. Killed with an avalanche and whatever you want to use. So much easier, especially when you get onto things like the sentient, and that's another reason I was doing this and why we had the sentient here. Because these guys with their level 190 full of armor horridness can be super annoying, because they just, well, that's where you kind of want to try and keep a bit of duration in these builds if you can. we will get onto... I really want to say how I build mine, but not really. Yeah, I love it. I knew you were going to do that. Always explode. They were level 190 cent... Yep, they're still exploding. Level 190 sentience, and all I did was strip them of their armor. During the Archon hunts, I have been doing this, and there's been once or twice people have said, how did you manage to strip the armor? You're using Frost. What was the build on your weapon was my favourite one. Because somebody asked me what I had on this to strip the armor from the sentient, to which I turned around and said, I'm not. I'm armor stripping with Avalanche. Put health on, put shields, doesn't really matter. Again, to be able to get this to work, you just need the 169% ability strength. Efficiency is great because if you want to spam his abilities, obviously you're going to need a lot of that. Range, also good. I recently, quite like seconds ago, found out that turns out the Frost you see me running around with all the time has 0 range to him. And I don't mean reduced, I mean it's at 100% range, but that explains so much, because obviously this is the Frost I was using all the time, and for some reason it's got 230% power strength, but no, 169, because as forementioned, if we just go straight to abilities, it's right there, 101% armor reduction. Would also kind of recommend a floor as well. Can't forget that one, but again, what you put in those 3 slots is completely up to you, but yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. This is a Seer one-shotting level 190s. Oh, I should also probably have mentioned, that's the increased duration for you right there. Yep, it helps with... What? That's... See? The armor came back. No armor for you. But we'll kind of end this where we started. Lack of range. And I remember when these things used to annihilate all. Not as much anymore. And I'm definitely going to have to change this Frost. Because there is just no way I'm going to have the other Frost outdo this one. But, yeah, armor stripping Frost. Kind of been around for many years now. It has been one of the key points of using a Frost. And I thought it was about time I actually kind of mentioned it, because after 9 years of using Frost pretty much constantly, I should probably have mentioned it earlier, but I possibly have way too much power strength on this build as well, because for some reason it's 139% armor reduction. It should kind of stop at 100. You can't reduce armor past that. But be warned, this also does not work against bosses. Most of them. Some of them. I want to say all of them, but there is one it works against, and I really don't want them to fix it, because then I wouldn't be able to use it as much. So with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.